releasing raccoons in a dive bar, men shaving off their eyelashes, Bigfoot at your cannabis dispensary. These are just a few of the good news stories we're going to cover today. Also, special treat, we'll be rating mugshots, and at the end of this super high quality program, we'll read your good news from the comment box. So get comfortable, grab some water, tea, moonshine, let's have some laughs, and take a break from being a human on this floating rock that is a complete dumpster fire. This is episode 3 of Tell Me Something Good. This is Cowboy Cody. May come to no surprise, but he has been arrested twice before for being intoxicated while riding a mule. Lock in your votes. What state is he from? Kentucky or Florida? He is indeed from the redneck water Mountain Dew capital of the world, Kentucky. While Cowboy Cody was on his drunken rodeo with his mule, he actually ended up getting banned from the Big Apple Grill in Kentucky. But he decides to pop back in the bar, as if the staff has completely forgotten that beautiful smile and the mule tied to the post outside. They're never gonna notice. Cowboy Cody waltzed back in the bar, starts drinking again, gets a little rowdy again, and he's asked to leave again. Cowboy Cody is not happy about that, so he does what any reasonable person would do. Goes and grabs a raccoon that he actually found that morning, takes the raccoon in the bar, and releases it. So instead of saying F you, throwing the middle finger, we're gonna put coons in the bar. That will get him. An employee at the bar grabs the raccoon by the tail and actually gets bitten by the raccoon. She then has to go get her rabies shot, but she tells this news article, quote, "I'm no city slicker. I'm a Kentucky girl. I had no problem catching him," unquote. Where is the good news in this? Other than Cowboy Cody having a very handsome smile, he looks like somebody you just want to chain smoke cigarettes with. And in the break from chain smoking, he breaks out a funnel. You start funneling natty lights, and then he breaks out a bag of meth. The party stops there. The party stops there, Cowboy Cody. But he does it anyway, and then gets on his mule and goes to the bar. Anyway, he looks like fun. The good news is we can learn from Cowboy Cody. Instead of throwing hands, saying stuff we don't mean, the next time somebody does something you don't like, hell, just throw a raccoon at them. Now here's someone that could learn from Cowboy Cody. Alabama pastor pistol whips a man and returns to apologize. "Forgive me, Father, for I have pistol whipped." Basically what happened, this 72-year-old man who's been a preacher doing the Lord's work for 30 years is walking down the sidewalk. He bumps shoulders with another gentleman and they exchange words. To quote the pastor, I will just say this normal to avoid getting canceled, quote, "You was in my way. I'm walking down the sidewalk," unquote. So Powell, that's the preacher, left the scene, goes to his house and gets a pistol. Drives back, finds the man, pistol whips him, and takes his bag. They're gonna need to pass the collection plate around one more time so Mr. Powell can pay for his lawyer fees. The good news in this, he was released on bond the next day for $40,000 that his church actually came up with because the church is being supportive because Mr. Powell got in his truck after he did the pistol whipping, went somewhere, probably looking for a raccoon to throw at the man, and decided he was gonna go back and apologize. Please forgive me for bumping shoulders with you on the sidewalk, getting in my vehicle and driving all the way home just to get my pistol, to then drive all the way back, to then pistol whip you, and then steal your book bag. I apologize for such a tragedy. The apology didn't get him out of trouble, but it obviously worked because his church is supporting him. They're supporting him making a bad decision and then following up with an apology. Also, it's kind of cool to say you have a pistol whipping pastor. Very Gen Z. Oh, my pastor has a throat tattoo. Well, my pastor pistol whips strangers. New businesses are popping up in China where you can pretend to work. Not to brag, but I've been doing this for a while. I am the queen of looking busy, but not really being busy. Basically what it is, it's an office setting. has the cubicles, the printer, the office meeting room, boardrooms, what are those called? Place to discuss important matters. It's got all that stuff that sounds terrible. And you pay to pretend you work there. These companies have even organized fake pay stubs, they hold fake meetings, and fake deadlines. So everyone that's in the office is unemployed. The reasoning for this is apparently in China, it is very frowned upon to be unemployed. We work until we die. You must always maintain employment for social status, because I guess from what I gathered in the 1 minute reading this article is that your job is your life. I disagree. My balloon animals are going quite well. So this company provides the office space for you to go to so you can upkeep your social status, appease your parents, whatever your goal is. You can say, hey, I work here, until that person Googles it and sees that that's a fake employment office. So the total ended up being about $55 USD. You pay a month to have this fake job, which is a lot considering you're not bringing in anything. The good news in that, honestly, I don't know. I just thought that was super interesting and maybe a good lesson in caring less. Instead of paying to pretend to work, maybe just going to the coffee shop for 3 days and looking for jobs. Or just start an OnlyFans. I mean, who cares, right? Who really cares? Now we're going to take a quick break to thank our sponsor of this very fine program. Surprise! Looks like there's none. So let's move on to rate some mugshots. First up, we have Tammy Slayton. You may know her or recognize her from 1,000 Pound Sisters. She was recently arrested for getting bitten by a camel, which ended up being just having cannabis in the car or something like that. I actually like this photo of her. I think it is very flattering, her hair slicked back like that. Is that grease or gel? I would give it a solid 5. This lady was arrested for disorderly conduct. That's a 10. If that's what you look like on your worst day. This woman sporting a Hey Santa shirt. What meth? I'm sure you've seen this one before. This is Jeremy Meeks, who was arrested for... Oh, he has a bunch of felonies? No, he doesn't. That can't be true. Obviously, he's a solid 10, possibly an 11. And the cool thing is, after Mr. Jeremy Meeks committed all his felonies, he was recognized from his mugshot here by a modeling agency, and now he's a model. Look at that good news. This is a personal favorite of mine. This woman was arrested wearing a shirt that reads, I love crystal meth, while being arrested for crystal meth. Who's selling that on Etsy? The mugshot is a 4. She could have at least smiled to complete the whole look. Here we have a young woman arrested for prostitution. We have an entrepreneur. Love her hair color. Very beautiful and very suiting for her skin. And I actually liked the bleached eyebrow look. And I do love her smile. I'm going to give her a 9. This is a football bro. He is... What? He's a professional football player, or sorry, maybe it was basketball. I don't remember. This is his mugshot. He got into some sort of altercation, fight, throwing hands, pistol whipping preachers. I don't know. Listen, now's a good time to tell you that I've had a hell of a week. Not in a bad way, just in an overwhelming way of I have so many things to do. I don't even know what to do. So I end up doing none of them and doing other things like scrubbing the baseboards. Life has been lifing on me again. So I didn't get to research these stories as much as I would have liked to. Nonetheless, he plays some sort of sport professionally and he got into a fight of some sort. I actually enjoy this mugshot. I mean, if you're going to have a mugshot, make it silly. If you can't make it sexy. Now back to the good news. Men are rallying together and deciding to shave off their eyelashes. That's right. The things that protect your eyes from dust and debris. Let's shave them off. Men are claiming this makes them look more masculine. Just to be completely honest with you, if I saw a man who didn't have eyelashes, my first initial thought would not be, wow, what a masculine man. It would be, oh my God, he's going through chemotherapy. I don't know about this one. Men used to build pyramids and stuff, and now they're shaving off their eyelashes. The good news in this is, men, if you're watching, you have free will. You don't have to do this. Put the scissors down. As a woman in a mullet and an ET shirt, actually I do look like a school teacher today. Let me give you a solid piece of advice. Women like men who look like men. And shaving your eyelashes off would not make you look more like a man. It would make you look sick. Imagine explaining to your grandkids that you got a free vape pen because you saw Bigfoot. Dispensary in Michigan will give you a discount if you can bring in photographic proof of the Sasquatch. In a town called Monroe, Michigan, there's been another Bigfoot sighting with no picture. A 47-year-old man was out bow fishing with his 12-year-old son when they spotted Bigfoot. And neither of them thought about whipping out the camera to take a photo, they said. They just didn't think about it. Now the town is going crazy thinking Bigfoot is again on the loose in the woods nearby. So to encourage people to go out there and grab a photo, the cannabis store is going to give you a free pre-roll for your proof of Sasquatch. Nothing says credible witness like someone mid-edible in the middle of the woods. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. The good news in this, if you happen to be in Monroe, Michigan, and you catch Sasquatch and you snap a photo, you're walking away with a freebie. This story feels like a personal attack. I am so jealous. This is David Sirkin, and he has won the lottery for the 4th time. Go, David. Over his lifetime, he has won $3 million from the lottery, and the last 3 times have been in the last 9 months. He got $500,000 in August of 2024, $1 million in November, and $1 more million in May. The good news in this is that lightning can strike the same place twice, or 4 times. A Pokemon-shaped Cheeto sells for $88,000 at an auction. This is cheetozard that is supposed to look like Charizard. Paul Bartlett, who owns a sports and cards trading shop store. What? I didn't even know those were a thing. Owns a card shop in Georgia. Bought the cheetozard Cheeto for $350 off eBay. He put it in a container, put it in the safe, and says he forgot about it. He uploaded a short video on Instagram. It ended up going viral. He decided to auction it off, and the auction started at $250. After a couple days of bidding, the final price ended up being $88,000. Imagine explaining that to your accountant, that you spent $88,000 in this economy on a Cheeto. Now we're going to move on and read some of your good news from the comment box on episode 2. Just me, Deanne. Amazing news. Divorcing my narcissistic husband after 20 years, and I'm 51 years old. I can finally start living my life. Court is in 30 days. You go, girl. I'm pro-divorce. Gotta try everything 3 times. Okay, Judge Fry 2008. Good news is my psychotic ex-girlfriend will not be attending my annual trip to Cancun. I was able to get her an 80% refund, and she accepted. Praise the Lord. From Cheeky7764. Her son turned 21. He was diagnosed with an aggressive brain tumor at 3 and has been in remission for over 17 years. Clara, what? Flynn, 2240. Got a tiny house and is debt free. Oh, that is fun. Darcy Vineyard gave me $2. Thank you for that. The Busalis, am I saying that right? Sold the house, moving to Oklahoma. I have never been to Oklahoma. Congrats. Miserous Jam 96. First granddaughter will be 2, and she knows all her colors, words, numbers, talking in small sentences. Okay, so she can probably speak better than me. I love that. Jezzy Man just finished recording a music finished recording a music album. Filmed 2 music videos. Whew, Lord. Gotta check that out. Don't you copyright this now.
Like I do. I got hits, yes I do. Take a hit, then I zoom. I got clips, they load so smooth.
Jezzy Man, I do only listen to audiobooks, but I will give this a listen at the gym today. Congrats on that. That is really cool. Alex Ellis 738 graduated nursing school. Love that. Dr. Hooked on Dr. Hook saw the Nutmobile outside Vegas a few weeks ago. The peanut mobile we talked about in the last episode. That is great news. Anna Gag says, Amberlynn Reed, who knew you were a fan of Girl World?
And I just instantly started bawling my eyes out.
Listen, it is like a car accident. You should not watch it, but you do. Some may say that about this series. Star Sun Moon 30, her man finally put the pool up and she's gonna do water yoga. Love that. Thank you for sharing your good news with me. Don't forget to leave good news below. I appreciate you being here in the Clutter Corner for whatever this is. I'm not even sure anymore. We're gonna run this series out through the summer. So we'll do 3, 4 more episodes. I don't even know how long the summer is, honestly. And then we'll do something else. I have no idea what, but you know, I'm good at quitting things. I like to start things. I love to quit things. So yeah, we'll quit this after the summer. So far, it's been really fun reading good news because the world is, what's a good word? Well, it's not good. It's not great. So any good news is great. And honestly, the sad realization that I've come to when I started gathering articles for this is it's really hard to comb through and find good news. Good news is not sexy. It's not very fascinating. People love the drama. So I'm not doing life-changing work or anything, but it has been super fun so far just to find the good news amongst all the bad things that are happening right now and will continue to happen because life is just hard. But we don't have to buy into that. We can focus on the positive and just do our best. Just be the best human being, kidney bean, you can be. Just do your best. So thanks again for joining me. Don't forget to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, drink water, and drive slow.
Don't know if I should say, maybe it's nothing. Never mind, it's probably something cool. Don't know if I should say.